بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد وعن أنس رضي الله تعالى عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال يخرج من النار أربعة فيؤرضون على الله ثم يؤمر بهم إلى النار فيلتفت أحدهم فيقول أي ربي لقد كنت أرجو إذا أخرجتني منها ألا تعيدني فيها لقد كنت أرجو إذا أخرجتني منها ألا تعيدني فيها قال فينجيه الله منها رواه مسلم. Anas radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrated, he said that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that from the hellfire 4 people will come out and they will be presented to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Afterwards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give command and instruction that they should be taken to hellfire. So one of them will turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he will say that, "Oh Allah, oh my Rabb, I was expecting that when you took me out from the hellfire, now you will not return me to hellfire." So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make him free, will give him najat from the hellfire, and he will be ordained that now you are out of hellfire permanently. Hadith Sharif is being narrated by Muslim Sharif. One of the riwayat previously gone into the same chapter, we are doing the chapter of Babul, Hawd wa Shif'aa, Hawd al-Kawthar of Nabi Salalahu, Alaihi'waslaam, and Intercession of Nabi Salalahu, Alaihi'waslaam, and different types of intercession. So in this riwayat also it is being mentioned that 4 people will be taken out. So in some other riwayat it is being mentioned that one, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give instruction that no, go back to hellfire, he will go back to hellfire. And one will go and look back, will go and look back. These types of 4 people are mentioned. So person who will follow the instruction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask him that why you ran towards hellfire. So he will say that, "Oh Allah, in my worldly life I never obeyed you. So I thought, let me obey you today." So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant him Jannat. Person who will pause and go, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask him that, "Why are you doing like that?" He said, "Oh Allah, it's so difficult, hellfire. I don't want to go back." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, "Don't go back." So these types of 4 people, so they are also falling under the fazl and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us Jannat without any reckoning. We're going through the chapter of al-Hawd wa Shif'aa, Hawd al-Kawthar of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Shafa'at of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Hadith Sharif is being narrated by Anas radiallahu ta'ala. Anas radiallahu ta'ala. Hadith Sharif comes that Anas radiallahu ta'ala served Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam for a long time. In one of the Hadith Sharif, it is being mentioned that he made khidmat and he served Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam for 10 years. For 10 years. In Shama'il-e-Tirmizi, that Hadith Sharif will come, that Anas radiallahu ta'ala used to say that I made khidmat of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam for 10 years. I served him for 10 years. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam never said to me, "Why did you do that? Why didn't you do that?" Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam never scolded me, never shouted at me. He narrated that sometime Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam will send me for some job. And because he was a young child, so children are playing, so he will pause there and Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam will pass by from there. But Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam will not make me feel guilty. That is how. So he served Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we shared that Hadith Sharif many times, that after Nabi Sallallahu passed away, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him long life. Anas radiallahu ta'ala, his mum brought him into the khidmat of Nabi Sallallahu, and when he was brought, his mum requested to Nabi Sallallahu that please, Ya Rasulullah, make dua for my Anas. And Nabi Sallallahu made 3 du'as that, oh Allah, give him long life. Oh Allah, give him barakat in his rizq. And oh Allah, give him barakat in his family. So Anas radiallahu ta'ala had a very long life. Very long. After Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he survived for 50, 60 years. So he had a long life. He had barakat, orchard of him, palm trees of everybody else used to bear fruit once in a year. And Anas radiallahu ta'ala used to say that because of the dua of Nabi Sallallahu, my orchard used to bear fruits, dates used to come twice a year because of the dua of Nabi Sallallahu. And Anas radiallahu ta'ala said that Nabi Sallallahu gave me dua that Allah give you barakat in your family. He said, dozens of my children I have buried myself with my own hands. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave that barakat. So because of that he had long life, and we shared that narration from Anas radiallahu ta'ala that someone asked him that you loved Nabi Sallallahu so much. And because of, he loved Nabi Sallallahu so much, that is the riwayat I want to share because it is narrated about hereafter. It is related about hereafter. So Anas radiallahu ta'ala lived for long, for very long. So someone asked him that, have you seen Nabi Sallallahu in a dream? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this wish for every one of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this wish for all of us. We are entering in a very troublesome time. And if we live and die onto the dastarkhan of Nabi Sallallahu, this is a table spread of Nabi Sallallahu. This is a table spread of Nabi Sallallahu. It must nurture our thinking. It must nurture our ambition. It must nurture our desire. It must nurture our day and night. Then we'll live pure life. Otherwise, impure life is being promoted. Day in and day out. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Anas radiallahu ta'ala was asked, and it gives an amazement that you love Nabi Sallallahu so much, and after Nabi Sallallahu passed away, you remember when he came back after burying Nabi Sallallahu, Hazrat Fatima radiallahu ta'ala said to him, because she knew that he loved Nabi Sallallahu, she said to him that, how dare you throw dust and mud and clay onto Nabi Sallallahu? What gave you that guts? Where that courage came from? Because Fatima radiallahu ta'ala said, لَوْ سُبَّتْ عَلَيَّ الْمَصَائِبُ, that calamities has fallen onto me. If it will fall onto the time, then time will turn into ashes. It will turn into nights. If calamities will fall onto the days, then days will turn into nights. Such heaviness she felt when Nabi Sallallahu passed away. So Anas radiallahu ta'ala said that Fatima asked me, radiallahu ta'ala, he must have felt very, very heavy because he was, missing Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So someone asked him that, have you saw Nabi Sallallahu after he passed away in a dream? And he was replying, and it was about 50 years. Anas radiallahu ta'ala said, for 50 years not a single night went in my life. Every night I saw Nabi Sallallahu in a dream. If our eyes will become pure, then Allah will treat us with these type of treatments. If our hearts will become pure, then we will comprehend that how I am going to face Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam into the hereafter. People will face and they will be welcome. And that is the narration I wanted to share. Anas radiallahu ta'ala one day asked Nabi Sallallahu, did Ya Rasulullah, where will I find you? Into the hereafter there will be creation from Adam Alaihi'waslaam to the last human being. And I cannot live without you. I want to look for you there also. Where can I find you? See, if we are being brought up by the table spread of Nabi Sallallahu, then our ambition will become like that. These are the ambitions of Sahaba, because they could not imagine to live without Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, whether in Jannat, wherever it can be. That's why Anas radiallahu ta'ala asked that, where can I find you? So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that, you will find me either by the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or either by the bridge of Sirat, or either by the scale of deeds. One of these three places, you will definitely find me. Look for me at one of these three places. So Anas radiallahu ta'ala is trying to look for Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam into hereafter. Have we got these types of zeal and passion and ambition? Where will I be? Where will you be when you die? How is my life? If my life is based on these types of ambitions, then certainly here is the answer to Anas radiallahu ta'ala by Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That Anas, don't worry, you will definitely find me at by these three places. And then he explained, look at your fortune and my fortune. We are from the ummah of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, you will find me by the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I will be prostrating in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I'll be begging that, oh Allah, I want to go into Jannat with my whole ummah. That's why I will be by the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or either I will be by the bridge of Sirat, because it will be very critical journey. It will be very, very, very difficult journey onto the bridge of Sirat. So he said, I will try to make sure that my ummati must not fall. That's why I will be by the bridge of Sirat. Or I will be by the scale of deeds. That when amal are being weighed, then I will try to make sure that my ummati becomes successful. He was anticipating that for you. Are you anticipating that I want to meet Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? Or I want to see him in my dream? Or that is my lifelong passion? Or that is the desire I want to live and die with? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make these ahadith sharifa as our day and night. As our day and night. We shouldn't listen for a few minutes and then you go. And I always say that Muslims has last wealth, and that is the love of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And it is being feared that your involvement with this one, if you're not following Quran and Sunnah accordingly, then you are not using it, it is abusing you. It is abusing you. And it will abuse you, and it is being feared that the last wealth we have, love of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in our heart, it will be snatched away by this. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us such that till we die, Quran and Sunnah becomes our day and night, our thinking and ambition, our desire and passion, our dreams and our wish. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that possible. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwaleen, ya akhir al-akhirin, ya rahim al-masakin, ya dhal quwwati al-mateen, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawul, ya dhal jalali wal ikram. La ilaha illa ant, zahra al-lalaji'in, wa ja'ra al-mustajidin, wa ma'man al-khaifin. Ya ma'man al-khaifin, ya ma'man al-khaifin. إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب. اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين غير خزايا ولا ندامة ولا مفتونين. اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب من يحبك وحب عمل يقربنا إلى حبك. اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب حبيبك صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم هم أصلنا ووصلنا وإليهم يحن قلوبنا وطال إليهم شوقنا فاقبض إليهم أرواحنا اللهم متعنا بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا أبدا ما أبقيتنا. اللهم اجعله الوارث منا واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا وانصرنا على من عادانا ولا تسلط علينا من لا يخافك فينا من لا يرحمنا ولا يخافك فينا. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم اجعل القرآن العظيم ربيع قلوبنا ونور صدورنا وذهاب همومنا وغمومنا وجلاء أحزاننا وقائدنا وسائقنا إلى جناتك جنات النعيم. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك.